Hello, everyone. Nigeria. Nigeria must work in Jesus' name. Nigeria must work inshallah. Nigeria must work by the grace of God. Nigeria. Where are the Nigerian people? You see this nonsense that we do in Nigeria, you see some rubbish that is going on, then we will sit down and be bringing God into that whole thing. I don't understand it for us, honestly. It's one of the most craziest things that we do as Nigerians. So people will sit down and be telling you, oh, this will work. You can see absolutely that this thing is nonsense. There was so much corruption in that air Nigeria. Hadi, Sirika or Sirika or whatever it is that he calls himself. In short, the kind of corruption that it's in your face kind of corruption. They use hundreds of millions of dollars to even do logo. Was it 300 and something thousand? No, sorry, hundred of millions of naira. It was even up to, it was up to billion. They cost about 300 and something thousand, dollars that they used to do logo, all sorts of things, the kind of arrangement. But there were people who were telling us that in Jesus' name it will work, inshallah, it is work. This is the so the rest of us that were not saying that they were saying that, oh, this thing has problem. We became the devils and whatever. In short, those people they supposed carry them also. This prosecution where they want to do so, carry them, join that prosecution that is supposed to happen. But anyway, parallel facts have this Nigerian Air Sirika daughter set for court appearance in 2.7 billion fraud case on Thursday. Can you imagine? Can you just imagine? You're doing corruption and you're carrying your children. So it is not now, all these Nigerian politicians, it is not enough now for them to steal. They have to bring in their children, their siblings, their family, their spouses into the corruption issue for them to be able to corrupt and steal and do all of these things together. The Economic and Financial Crimes Commission today, Thursday, arraigned the immediate past Minister of Aviation, Hadi Sirika, for an alleged 2.7 billion fraud in connection with the botched Nigeria Air project. And I think it was in Kaduna they showed one humongous building that this guy did. That is it's his house in Katsina, in a place that is rife with poverty, out of school children, people are suffering, then you're stealing and enriching yourself. These are people that are now flying private jets, people that are with people's money. Kai. Anyway, Sirika, who served under the administration of former President Muhammadu Buhari, would be arraigned on a 6-count. I'm sorry if you hear there's a lot of background noise. I'm somewhere where I'm going to be on air in the next few minutes, so but I quickly have to do this video. Would be arraigned on a 6-count amended charge. Sirika will be arraigned alongside his daughter Fatima and 2 others before Justice Sylvanus Origi of the High Court of the Federal Capital Territory in Abuja. According to the court document, the other defendants are one Jalal Hamma and Al Burak Investment Limited. The EFCC alleged that Sirika conferred undue advantage on some entities between April 2022 and March 2023 in Abuja. In another count, the anti-graft agency alleged that on or before about August 18, 2022 in Abuja, Sirika did use her position to confer unfair advantage upon Al Burak Global Investment Limited, whose alter ego, Fatima Hadi Sirika and Jalal Sulehama, are your daughter and son-in-law respectively, by using your position to influence the award to them the contract for the apron extension at Katsina Airport for the sum of 1,498,300,750 naira. Can you imagine? Just like that, just because your father is minister, and then the next thing they will give you contract, you have your company, and then they are the ones people are good, they know business. We that we've been doing business for over 20 years. Me, I've been doing business for 24 years now. I'm there doing my distributorship, doing transport, doing building, doing this. I'll be doing take. Some people will just come with their undue advantage, corruption, and then they'll be the ones that see if their businesses are booming. The rest of us, our businesses are not booming. These are the kind of businesses that you see the moment there's no longer that connection, the business folds up. No, of course, they don't know how to make money before. It is through their undue influence and all of that that they make the things that they do. In count 3, the EFCC accused Sirika of criminal breach of trust while being the Minister of Aviation and in such capacity as a public officer on or about August 18, 2022 in Abuja within the jurisdiction of the Honorable Court. The anti-graft agency said that the ex-minister acted contrary to Section 19 of the Corrupt Practices and Other Related Offences Act 2000. We'll see as this one will go, because one of the things that these people constantly do is that when they want to steal, that's why they don't steal small money, they steal billions on billions of billions, and then they will keep the ones aside that they will use to get in the best lawyers that are going to ensure that their case is well taken care of. And then the one that with our corrupt judiciary is in their pocket and they know it, so they look for the judges that they can bribe and they can get them, to do all sorts of things. At the end of the day, sometimes even when the lower courts have convicted someone and then they will get to Supreme Court, before you know what's happening, one way or the other, the case is thrown. Now we've seen so many of them. I think it is Ojus or Carlos, so the same thing had happened to him. He had been convicted and everything. They got to Supreme Court and brought in some technicalities and said that's it. But anyway, this Nigeria air matter, we'll see how as it goes. And for me, that's one of the things that I really find annoying with people, especially when people are bringing their wahala on your own head. People are coming to you, give me money for this, give me money for that. I say people are there using your money anyhow. People are there stealing your money. People are there carrying your money. You're not doing anything. You're not doing anything about it, and then you just sit down, and it just becomes okay for these things, to just it's really bad. Honestly, it's really bad. And especially those people that bring religion into it. I think for me, I just look at it and I'm like, it's the craziest thing ever, because it's just almost as if people think that they have control over God, or they have the patent to prayer, so they can do anything, say anything with God's name, and that's it. Even in my personal business, like the moment I see someone, any small thing is bringing God into it, we are having a conversation, the next thing you are bringing God, I just become weary. Because at the end of the day, for me, the fact is that you should know to do the right thing. I don't have to call in God to know that God has said I should not steal, I should not cheat, I should do to others what I want others to do unto me. So if you're having to tell me, oh, God said it, then I'm like, it should be something that is inherent in you, not something that you are telling me. But for all those, Air Nigeria must succeed in Jesus' name, Air Nigeria must succeed, inshallah. I really don't have any word for you. See you on life.